Welcome to the Great Start Podcast, a podcast that brings you up to speed with matters Formula One. So sit in your cockpits, rev your engines, and let's go.
Yes. And we are back again with another episode of the Great Start Podcast. My name is Brian Kibet, aka your local Formula One guy. And today I am just giving you an update on some of the things that are happening in the Formula One world. And just to basically get into it, we have had our last weekend without Formula One. Oh my God. That is a big thing. That is a major thing, guys. It's been a long time coming. I don't know about you. I don't know whether you have missed Formula One or you are just sitting down, I wonder how your Sundays are. Formula One Sundays was the bomb. It was a perfect start to a week. Start the week with probably a win by your favorite driver or a loss by your favorite team. But regardless of the situation, we are now here. We are now back to the Formula One 2022 season, and we are expecting to see a lot this season. As you know, testing will be happening this weekend in Bahrain. And a lot of the teams are seemingly prepared for it. They look ready, set, and all to go, all systems go, ready for the Bahrain Grand Prix that will be happening next weekend. Let me just check my calendar for that. Yes, it will be happening next weekend. So basically, we are back. To Merudi, we are back. So you can gather if you had your Formula One merchandise somewhere dusty, you can now start cleaning it, start washing it. If you have a Formula One hat somewhere, start washing it, and to Rudy to honor this amazing sport of ours. And as we begin the season, some teams, as I said, are having it quite easy because they are kind of ready. They had everything set. They had been researching and preparing for the 2022 season so deeply, and now basically we are ready to go. So for some teams, it's quite simple. But there's this certain team that's been put in the spotlight recently. And it's actually even in the title of this podcast. But basically, they have been on the spotlight for some of the struggles that they've been having for this season. And that is a Haas Formula One team. They have been having quite some struggles ever since Russia invaded Ukraine and created the crisis that is going on right now. And things have just been falling apart for them. And, I feel quite sad because this is a season that they had banked everything on. They stopped researching on their 2021 car so early in the year just to research on their 2022 car and, their performance and to ensure that they'd have a good 2022 season. But then here it is. Here's the case where we find that Haas is now one sponsor down, and here they are talking about how they don't mind, they say they don't mind missing a big sponsor. All it will have is just a bigger negative number on their team. But I really do feel like this is a team that required all the support it could get, It required all the support it could get in order to come back to form, for it to even just reach a mid-level team, and stop being bottom level, of which it was a mid-level team back in 2011, 2012 when it came in. Because we used to see the likes of Romain Grosjean fighting for podiums in a Haas. Yeah, and it was a really, really good team back in the year, but now I don't know what happened. Some juju probably happened somewhere along the line, and they lost track somewhere. But basically, man, this was a year, and it's just not getting off to a fresh start. And early this week, late last week, That was towards Friday. We got to saw Haas drop both the Uralkali sponsor that they had and Nikita Mazepin, the driver. And I find it quite sad, So let me put you guys into context. For you, those who do not know who the Uralkali sponsor is, Uralkali is a major company in Russia. And they were sponsoring the Haas Formula 1 team. And the key thing here is that Uralkali is owned by a Russian oligarch. And as you all know, all the sanctions that are happening to Russia and from the West, in quotes, from the West, banning all foreign currency transfers, and their banking system, SWIFT was also banned. A lot of sanctions have been put into place to prevent Russia from being able to go on with whatever they are doing. But basically, Uralkali is owned by a Russian oligarch, and the driver, Nikita Mazepin, is the son of the Russian oligarch who owns Uralkali. Yes, so that is basically why you are not seeing them now in the Haas. You will not see them for this year, and it was quite a hard thing to do for us, especially because now they have to look for another driver. But we will be discussing the options of the drivers that they have for this season. But basically, they are struggling quite a bit. And I like actually the face that they're putting out. They're saying they are the lions in the team and in the paddock, and they really do not require that money. But I do feel that they do require it. Yeah. But on a heavier note, I really feel like what they did, and this is just an opinion, guys. I don't know about you. You could tell me down somewhere in the comments. I'll leave a section. If you're listening on Spotify, then I'll leave a section. What do you for you to tell me what you think about Nikita Mazepin leaving Haas? But basically, I feel like he's just not being given the chance. They had discussed the modalities of that contract and how he would be able to race for Haas, but not represent Russia. It was earlier discussed, and the only way he would have raced was that he would race neutrally. What do I mean by racing neutrally? He would not represent Russia. Rather, he would be representing himself, as a non-citizen of Russia, or quote unquote, not having a nationality, So if by any chance he would have gotten a podium and they need the anthem to be his national anthem to be sung, they would not play and they would not sing the Russian national anthem because he is racing neutrally. So all they do, they would just let him stand there, give him probably a minute or so, and that is it, So they had those modalities on his contract, but then, they still went to relieve him of his contract and fire him, basically. And I feel like that's not a good thing. Really, they should have given him the chance to be able to drive for this year. I know. You all are going to start saying, oh, Haas, oh, Mazepin, and spin-offs, and, roller coaster. The guy is not good, he's making us lose, but everyone has this time in Formula One. Everyone has their low times in Formula One. Mind you, he is a rookie. This would have been his second year, This would have been his second year racing in Formula One. And we are getting to see, this would have been the year we would have got to see Nikita Mazepin and Mick Schumacher come into form, morph into the drivers the drivers that we saw them be in Formula 2. Basically, that's what I'm saying. So this is the season where we would have seen them do that, but then that's not what happened. We're seeing now Nikita without a drive for the 2022 season. We don't know whether he'll come back to Formula 1. I really do hope he gets to come back and prove himself, because everyone needs a chance to prove himself, guys. Themselves. Everyone needs a chance to prove themselves. And in this situation, I don't think Nikita was given that chance. He had a very slow car in 2021. Mind you, he started the season on a very low note, based on whatever happened in earlier on before he joined Formula One. I will not talk about it, but yeah, he started Formula One in a low note, man, and throughout the year, slowly by slowly, as he came to know the car and get used to Formula One, grow into it. We see this happen. Yeah. So I really do hope he comes. It's quite a rant I've made, but I hope he comes back to Formula One at one point at least. Let this not be the last time we see the last of Mazepin. And and even he doesn't understand what happened. I mean, you could see from his Formula One post, he was actually very ready to agree to the modalities of whatever they had agreed upon, but clearly not a lot of people were in tandem when agreement with his ideas. So the thing is, Mazepin is out. Who is Haas bringing onto the team? So already they have confirmed that they'd have Pietro Fittipaldi. He is a Formula 2 driver and Haas is test driver. And they have confirmed that they'll have him in the Bahrain test that will be happening this weekend. So at least they will get to test the car with their reserve driver, But they have exclusively said that Pietro will not run the 2022 season. They want a more experienced driver. They want someone who they know they can put into the car and be able to, not fumble, if so I may say, not fumble the car. So we would like to discuss these options. Who are these options that we think they can bring into the car? And the first person we see come to light in this case is, drum rolls please, Nico Hülkenberg. We saw Nico Hülkenberg leave Formula, okay, not leave, but take a break from Formula One. Sometime in 2019, after the 2019 season. And most of this time, he's just been a reserve driver for Racing Point and all these other teams. And he has proven to be the perfect driver to be able to come in when situations are tough for teams. He has proven to be the right driver to, he has the right mix of experience and age and the willingness to come back to Formula One. So I feel like he is best suited to come into that position, especially if the team is looking for an experienced driver to fill in that position of the Nikita Mazepin. Yeah, so we could have Nico Hülkenberg come back. I really do hope by then to see him last year, this season. Last year we got to see him race it's actually 2020 we got to see him race in Sergio Perez's position while he was at Racing Point when Sergio Perez caught COVID, So Nico came in for Perez and he got a very strong P8. This is from a driver who has not been driving for a whole year, and he comes in and goes to P8. That's the kind of driver that the team needs. That's the kind of driver that, a team needs to be an active reserve driver, basically. So Nico Hülkenberg is the first choice that Haas has. Yes, that Haas has. Then the second option is our boy that we long and yearn to see in Formula One, Oscar Piastri. Oscar Piastri is an amazing driver in Formula 2. He has won the Formula 2 championship twice, in the 2020 and the 2021 season. He is due for an upgrade to Formula 1, but sadly there hasn't been any slot for him in Formula 1. He is in the Alpine program and is expected to replace Fernando Alonso after this season. That is if Alonso does not decide to continue and breaks off this season. But if he does, then he'll still not be able to come in. But we are hoping to see Oscar Piastri come in the Haas. to replace Mazepin. And why I say Oscar Piastri is also a very good choice for Haas is because he may not have the Formula One experience, but he is definitely fast. He's definitely well acquainted to Formula One as a reserve driver of Alpine, so he is a very good substitute in this case because he has a performance, and he may not have like the proper Formula One experience, but it's not that he's starting from scratch. He's not starting from scratch. But the fact that he has the performance that has also dire needs, in a driver, the driver willingness, the driver, the burn in the driver to perform. I feel like Oscar Piastri has it even more than Nikita Mazepin had, probably at the same level that Mick Schumacher has. And we are really hoping to see him come into game and see whether he can fit into Nikita's shoes and fit in properly or even bigger. So those are the two drivers that I think may replace Nikita Mazepin. So it's either Nico Hülkenberg or Oscar Piastri. Alternatively, they could decide to also stay with Pietro Fittipaldi for the 2022 season, just lock in their reserve driver as the main driver for 2022. But they have exclusively said they will not do that. So yeah, we do not know now what will happen. But there is a major announcement that will happen tomorrow, the Wednesday of the 9th of March 2022. So let us look out for that. Let us wait and see what will happen, what they will decide. And let's see who will come into the car. Yeah. So apart from all those problems Haas has had, another problem happened earlier this week when a plane that they were supposed to take from Doncaster, England, to Bahrain to take their crew, to take their tools and their car and all their cargo, broke down in England and was unable to make the journey. Man, talk about bad luck. Talk about bad luck. Talk about things going wrong. Like, it's just crazy. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. It's so hard to get your head around after seeing. You'd think that they'd have probably, it's only that thing that would have gone wrong. But now we see all these things going wrong and you just don't know even where to start. So, what am I saying? Some of the equipment is stuck in England. And it is unclear whether the team will be able to make it for the first day of testing in Bahrain, which starts on the 18th of this month. On the 11th to the 13th of this month, which is this Friday to Sunday. Yeah. And it's unclear whether they'll be able to make it for the first day of testing. We don't know whether they'll be able. We do hope they will. They really do need the time in the car. They really do need to test their car because clearly it's not as fast as all these others, but they really need to just ensure that they are in the right position to start the 2022 season. So bottom line, we are hoping that this streak of bad luck that Haas has been having ends and that they're able to conquer and, become better as time progresses. So with that, guys, don't worry, I'm not jinxing. They don't have any other more struggles. And so that's the main things that they're going through right now. And so we're done with the issues Haas is having and all. So on a lighter note, on a happier note, Formula One is going to have a new game that will be released later in this summer. For those who are in Kenya, summer, but it's between June, July, August. So there is a new game that Formula One will be releasing. It is a manager game, and basically this game puts you in charge of a team. Yeah, you are the team principal. You are in the position of Marco. No, you're in the position of Toto Wolff. You're in the position of Christian Horner. You're in the position of Mattia Binotto. You're in the position of Gunther Steiner. You know, how are you going to lead this team to be a championship winning team? You know, we've all dreamt of taking charge of our very own Formula One team and pushing it to the front of the field. You know, and finally that dream becomes a reality. And with the new release of the Formula One Manager, I think it's called for the Formula One Manager 2022 game. It's created by these developers, Frontier developers, and it will basically help you gain knowledge on how to manage a team, you know, how to be able to lead the team to victory, begin a journey of team management and ownership for aspiring team principals all over the globe. So if you want to become a team principal and it is somewhere in your career line, this is a game for you. So try it out. I'm sure you try it out. Definitely we will try it out and give you a review once it is out. But this is nothing to miss. This is not something you should miss on your phone during your free time. I mean, if you're a Formula One lover, they should be on your phone. Yeah. So we are still waiting more. The announcement was just made recently. So definitely more details will be coming out as the summer comes to be. And we will be updating you more on what you think about the game, the trial that we'll have, and all those matters. And to an even lighter and happier note, oh my God, the Drive to Survive Season 4 will be out on the 11th of March 2022. Huh? That has just given me goosebumps saying, guys, oh my God. Drive to Survive will be out 2022 on 11th of March, which is this Friday. And the likes of Martin Brando and some of the Formula One, how do I call them? Some of the Formula One journalists have already watched it, and their reviews are just crazy. I mean, they're saying it's amazing. You know, it's something that you're not ready for. And I can't wait. I can't wait. I don't know. Should we host a watch party? Tell us somewhere in the comments below. The comments below. Yeah. Tell us somewhere. You could DM us on our Instagram. Tell us, would you want us to host a watch party for the Drive to Survive Season 4 or on the 11th of March? Yeah. DM us on Instagram at the Green Star Podcast. Tell us to host this watch party. Should we? Should we? I think it's a good idea. You know, I can provide a link. We host to watch this thing, banner. We see what people are saying about last year's season. Yeah, what people think about last year's season. And finally, to the last topic of the day, the Formula One Fantasy League is back for the 2022 season, and we have a dedicated fantasy league for this season, the Green Star Podcast Fantasy League. So check our socials, check our pages. We will be sharing with you a code to join our Formula One Fantasy League. So just ensure you check them out. Join our team, join our league, and let's see who will become the best, who will have the best team for this season. So there is a difference between the Formula One Fantasy League and the game that is being released. Yeah, there's a difference. The Formula One Fantasy League is you creating a team that you think will be able to compete with other people's teams. But the manager game is you being put in the position of a team, leading the team to victory. You know, so the fantasy league is based on actual races. So the drivers get points depending on the positions they finish in on the Grand Prix on Sunday. But the manager game, it's kind of, in quotes, fantasy. it's not, you are put in the position of a team, in quotes, that is probably not real, or it is real, I don't know. You don't know yet, but it's probably not real, and they're supposed to take it to victory. Yeah. So basically, we have our fantasy league. I will be sharing the code so that you can join. You can join the fantasy league, and sure you can join the league one day. Usiachwe nyuma, usiachwe hanging. Let us join the league. Let us see what you can get to do. And tusiachwe tukiwa tu hoi and that you're not joining the league and that you're a fan of Formula One. No, I have given you a link to join, so join that one. For those who'd like to join it now as you're listening to the podcast, I'll read out the code. The code is 863 4 small e 441 small c7. I'll repeat, 863 4 small e 441 small c7. Yeah. But check out our Instagram handle, check out our Twitter handle. We will be sharing this with you as well on our socials. Ensure that you follow us on our socials as well. On Instagram at the Great Start Podcast, on Twitter at the Great Start Pod. Check out our website. Hey, check out our website on www.thegreatstartpod.wordpress.com. Give us a comment down below where there's a feedback section. If you think that you have some feedback that you'd like to give us, check it out. Give us that feedback. We would absolutely love to hear from you. And as always, guys, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Share it with your family, share it with your friends, share it with all people, all Formula One lovers that you know. And let's grow this thing, man. So we are a family, the Great Start Podcast. All you listeners, each and every single one of you is part of our family. And we are growing tremendously. And we do hope to be able to host a meetup one day and plan things out and see each other, and all. But as always, thank you so much for listening to us. See you guys on the next one.